Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina may yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa may yudhlil fala hadiyalah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Amma ba'd. First of all, let's thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa taala who has giving us mercies and blessings so I can sit right here and tell you about the story of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in this occasion, I would like to tell you a story about the birth of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born on Monday at 20 Rabiul Awal at 571 Masehi. So in this time, Arabian people said this is the year of the elephants. Because of what? Because before the Prophet Muhammad was born, there is a story behind the Kaaba. So Prophet Muhammad SAW was born on Mecca in Kaaba. So this is a story. So there is a king in the Habasha named King Abraha. So King Abraha is very jealous about the success of Kaaba because many Arabian peoples or many Arabian tribes is worship on Kaaba. They worship on the statue on Kaaba. So in the Jahiliyyah era, there is still so many statue that Arabian people thinks the statue is a god. So they are worshiping to the statue, but they're worshiping to Allah too. So they are make Allah, so they compare Allah to the statue. This is a very bad era. So many people said this is the name of this era is Jahiliyah era. Okay, back to the story. So before Prophet Muhammad was born, there is a king in Habasha that is very jealous to the success of Mecca, to the success of Kaaba. So King Abraha have a plan to destroy the Kaaba. But first, before he have a plan to destroy the Kaaba, he have an idea. So he want to compare the Kaaba by the building that he will build. So he was built a building. It's a very big building and very royal building that in the history said the building is like is made from the gold and iron. So King Habasha was very jealous of Kaaba. So he made a building that he want to compare to Kaaba. He compared to Kaaba. And after building is finished, the Arabian people still worship to Kaaba. So the building that King Habasha made is not work for Arabian people. Besides that, the building that King Habasha made is just a building that there is no one that want to worship in the King Habasha building. Even that, the Arabian people malah mock the building that Abraha made. So in the history said, in the Arabian people, the Mecca people, the Kaaba people is pee and poop or take a dump in the King Habasha building. So after that, the news was heard by King Habasha, and King Habasha after heard the news about the building get mocked by the Arabian people, he was very mad at that time. So he very emotional and very frustrated, and his heart, like his brain, have a mind, have an idea to destroy the Kaaba. because he's already very mad and he don't have any idea to compare the Kaaba. So the last idea that he made from his brain is to destroy Kaaba. Because of what? Because if the Kaaba was destroyed, every Makkah people will not worship in Kaaba anymore. So King Abraha was preparing a very big soldiers or very big company, not very big soldiers and very great army. So the army was led by an elephant. So he wanted to destroy the Kaaba by an elephant. So in history said, never mind. In the history site, there is the elephant that will be the leader of the other elephant. So there is many elephant. I don't know how many elephant that King Abraha take to attack the Mecca, but in the history site there is a one elephant that will be a leader for the other elephant. So after that, after he was preparing his army, and he was ready to attack the Kaaba, the army went berangkat to the Mecca to destroy the Kaaba. And after their army arrived at Mecca, he didn't immediately straight to the Kaaba and destroy it. But before that, there is someone that hold the army. There's someone that hold the army and made a distract for the army of Abraha. So King Abraha lead his own army, and this one person hold their army by himself. So this is the grandfather of the Prophet Muhammad SAW, who is Abdul Muttalib. So Abdul Muttalib was asked to, okay, I forgot, never mind. The point is, Abdul Muttalib was asked by the army of Abraha to send his camels, all the camels that he have, but he don't want to do that. And he said, and King Abraha army said to the Abdul Muttalib, why you don't want to defend your Kaaba? And then Abdul Muttalib said, I don't need to protect our Kaaba. Mecca people didn't need to protect the Kaaba because there is a God that protect the Kaaba. That was Abdul Muttalib said to the King Abraha. And then the emotion of King Abraha is going up after he heard the statement that Abdul Muttalib said to him. And then he was very emotional and he straight to the Kaaba and attack the Kaaba. But after he almost arrived at the Kaaba, after the elephant almost hit the Kaaba, and then suddenly the step of the elephant is stopped. I don't know why. In the history said, Allah is stop the step of the elephant because the elephant is afraid of the Allah, because the elephant know this building is owned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then the army of Abraha is confused why the elephant didn't want to attack the Kaaba and didn't want to destroy the Kaaba. And then suddenly there is a bird. The history said the bird of Ababil, and there is many birds from the sky that bring a rock from the hell. So the birds bring the stone from the hell and throw it to the army of Abraha, because this is the stone from the hell. And after the stone got thrown by the birds, and then the stone hit all of the army of King Abraha hit the elephant too. And after the stone hit their body, in the history said, the body is immediately destroyed and immediately melt. Like in Surah Al-Fil, there is said the building is like a leaf, a leaf that eat by the worm, by ulat, by the worm. The leaf, the leaf that there is a hole in it. It's just like that. The army is like that, like a leaf that get bite, that get eat by a worm. So the army is like that like a leaf. And then after that, all of the army of King Abraha is vanished, is killed. All of them has been, so all of the army of King Abraha was killed by the bird of Ababil. So the bird of Ababil was sent by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to protect the Kaabah. So this is the power of the mighty, Almighty God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And then after this tragedy, not long after this tragedy, Prophet Muhammad SAW was born. Okay, maybe that's all from me that I can tell to all of you. I'm sorry if I had a mistake. I'm Kemal. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.